Growing up in Champaign, Urbana, and how that sort of laid the foundation for who I am today and what I do, probably goes back to this kind of small town feeling. As small of a town as it was intellectual, and it valued education. I think the teachers that we had were probably elevated for that reason. And I remember even being a senior in high school and being able to take classes at the University of Illinois. So I think that was, a big part of sort of laying the foundation.
My name is Donald L. Hansen. I was a teacher and coach earlier in my career, and I knew Anna and Avra from coaching and from just around the school, because they were teammates. Tennis was their first sport, and they excelled in tennis.
My name is Lauren Smith, and I met Avra Jain when she was starting 6th grade. Her family had moved to Champaign, and they lived down the street from me, and we went to Botfield for 6th grade. She was very attuned to people and to how they felt, and had empathy for others, and really wanted to do what was best for others. She was still very competitive. She, with her sister, won the state doubles championship in tennis in 1978. She was really active in school. She was a member of the National Honor Society, the French Honor Society. She was president of the Student Council, I believe it was her senior year. So was very interested in the welfare of others, helping others, always friendly to people.
Did I know what I was going to be or what I wanted to do? No, you really don't know. And in fact, as I've gotten older, I've had probably 3 different careers. So one of the things I did know was I wanted to create my own safety net, which, an engineering education was that. And from there, I could then take a lot more risk. The question that I've been asked this many times, what's it like being a woman in sort of a man's world? Everybody says there's a glass ceiling, right? As a woman, there's a glass ceiling, but glass is transparent. Never saw it. Yes, I was in industrial engineering, and some classes I'd be the only woman in the room taking class. I went and worked on Wall Street, 120 people in the room. I was one of 5 women. In the development world, building buildings, being comfortable with being uncomfortable is really how you push yourself. And that's what leads to, sort of new ideas and fresh ideas. I think that's one reason why I've done well in real estate. I was naive. I didn't do it like everybody else is doing it. I didn't know better, which was probably a blessing. And I never want to do things the same. I'm always challenging myself to do things differently.
I was always fascinated about what great people we have coming out of Champaign, Urbana, and how they've gone on to be very successful in their lives. And Anna and Avra just fit that mold so perfectly.
A lot of people get caught up, oh, you can't do that. That's not what I went to school for, or that's not what I know, or that's not. But who decided that? Well, how do you go from engineering to Wall Street to film to development? I mean, I see the similarities. I don't see the differences. The only thing that's changed between every career I've had, or every discipline I've worked in, is just vocabulary. I've approached it all in the same way.
Both she and her sister were passionate about things, and they followed those things and learned as much about them and gave back to the community in areas that they were passionate about.
I feel like it's an honor and it's a privilege to be recognized by the high school and by the local community. Winning the state championship as a team was, probably one of the highlights of my life. I feel like, such fond memories of growing up and the friendships that we had.